In the grand auditorium of the city's historic theater, where velvet curtains whispered secrets of bygone eras and spotlights painted dreams in gold, little Alara stood alone on stage. At 7 years old, she was a fragile wisp of a girl, pale skin like porcelain, wide violet eyes that held the weight of unspoken sorrows, and chestnut curls that framed her face like a forgotten halo. Orphaned at 3 when a tragic fire claimed her parents, Alara had bounced between foster homes, her heart a locked chest of longing. Tonight, at the annual Hearts for Hope Gala, a fundraiser for orphan children, she was to perform a song, her small voice a beacon in the sea of tuxedos and glittering gowns. The audience, a mix of philanthropists, celebrities, and everyday kind souls, buzzed with anticipation. Among them sat Julian Hawthorne, a renowned pianist in his 40s, his once vibrant spirit dimmed by the loss of his wife, Clara, 2 years prior. Julian's hands, calloused from keys that now gathered dust, trembled slightly as he adjusted his tie. Beside him was his sister, Beatrice, a compassionate social worker with flowing auburn hair and eyes that mirrored her brother's quiet grief. They had come to support the cause, but Julian carried a deeper ache. He and Clara had dreamed of adopting, a dream shattered by her illness. Music heals, Beatrice had urged him. Let it touch you again. The MC, a warm-voiced woman named Lydia, introduced Alara with a gentle smile. Our next performer is young Alara, who has prepared a special song for us. Let's give her a big round of applause. The crowd obliged, their claps echoing like distant thunder. Alara stepped forward, clutching a worn teddy bear, her only keepsake from her mother. The spotlight enveloped her, making her simple white dress glow like a star. She took a deep breath, her tiny frame straightening with determination. As the piano accompaniment began, a soft melody Julian recognized as an old lullaby, Alara's voice rose, pure and trembling. In the night, when stars are high, I whisper wishes to the sky. Her words painted pictures of lost love, of arms that once held her tight. The audience leaned in, captivated by the raw emotion in her tone. But midway through, Alara faltered. Her voice cracked, and she stopped, tears streaming down her cheeks. The pianist paused, the silence swelling like a wave. Lydia hurried on stage, kneeling beside her. Sweetheart, what's wrong? You were doing so beautifully. Alara looked out at the sea of faces, her lower lip quivering. In a voice barely above a whisper, yet amplified by the microphone, she said, I don't want applause or prizes. I want only Mom. The words hung in the air, simple yet shattering. A hush fell over the hall, broken only by muffled sobs. One by one, handkerchiefs appeared, eyes glistened. A burly businessman in the front row bowed his head, his shoulders shaking. A young actress dabbed at her mascara, whispering, "Oh, that poor child." Even the waitstaff paused, trays forgotten. Julian felt a stab in his chest, as if Alara's plea had unlocked his own buried pain. Memories flooded him, Clara's laughter, her unfulfilled wish for a child. Beatrice gripped his arm, her own tears flowing. Julian, listen to her. She's calling out to someone. The hall erupted not in applause, but in quiet weeping, a collective release of empathy. Donations poured in via phones, but more profoundly, hearts opened. Lydia, composing herself, asked gently, Alara, what do you mean, darling? Sniffling, Alara hugged her bear tighter. Everyone says I need a home, toys, school. But I just want someone to hold me like Mommy did. To sing me to sleep. To love me forever. Her innocence sliced through the pretense of the evening, reminding everyone of life's fragile core. Moved beyond words, Julian stood. He walked to the stage, his steps deliberate, ignoring the murmurs. Beatrice followed, her hand on his back. May I? He asked Lydia, who nodded through her tears. Julian knelt before Alara, his voice soft. Hello, little one. My name is Julian. I lost my special person too. But maybe, we can find comfort together. Alara's eyes met his, searching. Do you know lullabies? He smiled faintly. More than you can imagine. With permission, he sat at the stage piano, his fingers finding the keys after so long. He played the lullaby anew, his baritone joining Alara's soprano in harmony. The audience watched, spellbound, as the duet wove magic, grief transforming into hope. That night marked a turning point. Julian, with Beatrice's help, began the adoption process. It wasn't easy. Paperwork, visits, doubts crept in. But Alara's words echoed in his mind, fueling his resolve. Months later, in a sunlit courtroom, Alara became Alara Hawthorne. Beatrice, now Aunt B, beamed as they left hand in hand. Years passed. Alara grew into a talented musician, her violet eyes sparkling with joy. At her first recital, she dedicated her performance to Julian, my dad, who gave me more than a home. The audience applauded, but Julian's tears were of fulfillment. Beatrice, watching from the wings, whispered, "See." One plea changed everything. Alara's simple wish had rippled outward, inspiring a foundation in her name that supported countless orphans. It proved that in a world of noise, a child's honest cry can silence halls and mend souls. True power lies not in wealth or fame, but in the vulnerability that connects us all, turning tears into unbreakable bonds, and loneliness into love's enduring embrace. Thank you for watching this story till the end. Sparkles, if it touched your heart, please support us. Thumbs up, give it a like. Speech balloon, share your thoughts in the comments. Bell, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Your support helps us create more stories that inspire and make you believe in miracles. Your participation means a lot to us heart.